Alright, man, I just wanted to do a little remember my streets or hood or whatever you want to call it. This your boy Maurice Hamlin, aka Reese. 4th Street, Willow Place, High Point, North Carolina. The date is April 3rd, 2016. This right here is where I grew up at. Got a lot of memories on this street. It's gonna be Willow Barbee Street. Me and my nephew Jacob, we just gonna walk around, you know what I'm saying, and talk a little bit about my old neighborhood. Alright, let's roll. Didn't too much happen over this way, you know, on this part of the road. We just kinda this is like the chill little area right here. You can come on up some, cause ain't too much to talk about right here. Everything right here still look about the same. You know, kind of. I ain't never really come down on this part. I mean, we ride our bikes all the way up and down the block right here, but that was about it. Houses still look the same. That's my truck right there. It has not been here since I was little. I just parked it right there. So, who would ever think that my street would look like this? It used to be nice over here. Like I say, it's pretty much the same thing. I'm just gonna shout out a whole lot of people and RIP some folk and show mad love to some people. It's just an idea I had. I just jumped off the couch a while ago and said I was gonna go shoot this. Just for memories, man, because in a little bit you're gonna see why I want to do this. When we get over to Barbee Street, you know, the college done really bought out everything on that half of the street and tore it all down, which is very sad. When I seen it, I was like, wow. Like I said, this right here was what it was down on this end. It was like everything kind of changed up here. Big difference. Just gonna walk. It's like my little snow in the bluff type deal. What's up, y'all? Let's see. I don't even think I ever knew anybody that lived down here on this end. That's what was crazy, I'm thinking. Let's see what we got. Alright. Over here to the left side up here. That's where Erica Pete and her sister Keisha Pete live. Right here in this white and black house. Crazy part was we ain't never really see Keisha like that. And Erica would come out every once in a while and hang out with us. She was a little older than us. She was like my sister age. And one memory I got with Erica Pete is she was the first person I ever seen do the butterfly. And we had, it's funny, most of y'all don't even know what that is, but yeah, she was one of the first people I ever seen do the butterfly. We had a party downstairs in our basement, which I'll show you later on, the house it was in, and she just broke out with the patch of butterfly. That junk was so hot. Right here where this empty space at used to be Mr. Payne's house. Rest in peace to Mr. Payne. He was a church member when we went to church up here on 4th Street. And his great grandsons ended up moving in with him, which was Brandon, Moo Moo. Then they had a little brother. You know, he was real little. I don't know what his name was, but that was part of our little crew when they moved over here. They moved over here when we was a little older. And then come on down this way. Let's see what we got here. Keep on walking. Houses right here still look nice. Pretty cool. Again, right here. Which house was it? I think it was this one over here. If I ain't mistaken, it was this house. But hold on, I'm gonna tell you exactly in a minute. Yeah, it was the house right here. Hey, how you doing, little man? This right here was where Michelle Munlin lived at. She was one of the young ladies on my street, hung out with us sometime. And she had a cousin too. I forgot her cousin name, but like I said, they used to hang out with us. And then over here to the right, yeah, where my cousin stay. His name Wilford. He lived there now. He older than my family, and that's where Sean and Shannon lived there with their mama named Pat. And they was spoiled rotten. Them boys had everything. Had all new video games, all the shoes, the clay, they had everything. They were just spoiled rotten. And funny thing about them was, boy, they used to fight and tear their mama house up, knock the glass out the front, knock holes in the wall, everything. Them boys was crazy. But from right here down, we used to play football. And we used to play sideline bus, we played pole to pole, and all of us was pretty good in sports. We just came out here and played ball all the time. That's all we really did with our entire life growing up, was play sports. Then you come on down. Come on down the road. And over here to the right beside Sean and Shannon in the crib, was where Kim, Angie, and Steve Nelson's live. The Nelsons live right here. And shout out to Angie and Kim. They was pretty cool. They wasn't into sports at all. They was, of course, they were girls. So they just hung out with us every blue moon. Hung out with my sister a lot. My sister was like a little tomboy. She'd be out here running around playing football and all that stuff too. That's where they was at. And you come on down right here. I don't even remember. This man right here was mean. It was a mean dude that lived right here. And we would lay our bikes down on the sidewalk right here. And this right on the, or if our handlebars touch this grass, he'll come out here and throw our bikes in the street. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't even remember who he was. But yeah, it's a little old man. But coming on down the street. Yeah, let's see. I forgot the lady name lived right here. She was real nice too. We don't really know who lived right there. Slide over, man, so you won't get ran over. Like I say, it was the people right here. It was real nice. They didn't have no kids. They used to, speak to us and stuff whenever they came outside. We showed a lot of respect. That's one thing y'all kids missing nowadays is respect. See, the people in our neighborhood that mess with us because we showed them a lot of respect. Now, if you look through the cut back here, you see Griffin, which y'all call it P and Griffin now. But that was Griffin to us back in the day. All right, come on down. Just walking, it's crazy how I just feel so much energy on this street right now. This was my street. I love this street. Love it, love it, love it. 100%. Once again, them people were nice. All right, you come right here. That's where the Bells lived at right here. Daniel Bell, better known as Big DC. Yeah, this right here was their crib. Yeah, it looked way better than back then. But what you had in the backyard here, this big old dog named Zeus. That rascal was huge. And once again, he got basements on this side of the street. And we would come to DC house, run up on the porch, ring the doorbell, come on in. That's how it was around here, because we was just, everybody was friends and cool and like family with each other. We'd go in DC house and play double dribble, Tecmo Bowl all day long, eat. They had a pool table in the basement, fully carpeted, TV, everything. We down there all day, all night, whatever. But rest in peace to DC. He passed away some years back. Love that dude like a big brother, like a little brother. Like I said, he used to be out here playing football with us and all that stuff. But coming on down, right here, like I said, them more houses are just people that lived on the street that just waved at us or spoke to us. All right over here, right beside DC house, you had Miss Standback. And I think Miss Standback still lived there too. She was real cool. She had raised her family and all that. Always been a sweet lady. We love Miss Standback. Big shout out to Miss Standback. I'll tell you a funny story about Miss Standback. One day it was snowing out here, and snowing like crazy, ice all over the ground. We out here playing football, and I was running. And when I was running right here, she had I forgot, they had like a 280 or something part right here. And man, I ran and tried to catch the ball, and when when I turned around, the car was right there, and I went up under the car and caught the football all at the same time. About broke my legs in half. But yeah, she'll never forget that because she was mad at me for a little bit. But it wasn't no damage, you know. All right. My boy Travis Scott, little Trav live right here. Him, Miss Hayes, his mom, his granddaddy live right here. Remember his Ford truck used to sit right out here. He had a Ford, some kind of F-150 truck with Carolina blue and white. It was hot too. And then his Uncle Donald used to come through all the time. And that's where he used to stay, Travis Scott. I'm gonna tell you something funny about him. He might get me, but I don't care. This little rascal would come out the house with a box of Cookie Crisp. Y'all know what the Cookie Crisp cereal is? Turn around, Jake. Show them back down the street. He'd be walking all the way down the street right there, eating Cookie Crisp out of the box. I don't tell him I told you. And that rascal wouldn't even give you none. He would sit there and eat the whole box about this big. You go in the house, he had about 6 boxes on top of the refrigerator. Little mean rascal. But yeah, anyway, that's where Travis Scott lived at. Swing over here. This is where the Hoke. All right, let me get the pronunciation right, since I'm a grown man now. It's Hoke, H-O-K-E. We always thought it was Hope, H-O-P-E. So we always call the guy that lived here Mr. Hope, which is Felicia Mason and Monica Mason's granddaddy. All right, Miss Hope and Mr. Hope stayed in this house right here. Big respect for Mr. Hope, rest in peace to him. Mr. Hope used to get drunk, right, and be coming down the street and would cuss us out like we were grown. And we would sit there, we would wait on him to come because we'd see him coming. And we'd be laughing so hard, and that rascal would sit up there and watch us play football and then get up and cuss us out, which we didn't care. We was used to it. But very much respect for Mr. Hope and his family. Shout out to Felicia, Monica. All right, coming on down. And they ain't never really come outside and play with us either, because they would just be over there visiting their grandma. Every once in a while they come out and hang out with us. All right, over here to the right is where Miss Ada Roof and them lived at first. You know what I'm saying? And then when they moved, my Aunt Autry ended up moving into this house. But that was a little bit longer, so we're gonna swing back to this house first. All right, this right here on the left is where my grandma Dot lived at. When we moved from Springfield, we moved into this house right here with my grandma Dot. Me, my dad, my sister, them, we moved right here. 843 Willow Place. Love this little house. Got a lot of memories in this house. My Uncle Philip passed away in this house. He was real sick, and he passed away one day. Big shout out, R.I.P. to my Uncle Philip. That was my cousin Keosha and Leslie Fuller's dad. Like I said, a lot of memories here. My little cousin Jamal, he turned 1 in this house. We got video of him having a little birthday party. And if you look straight behind the house back here, that's where Gil Barber house was. And we'll talk about that when we get on the back side. It used to be a slab. You can still see the slab back there a little bit. It was a little slab. We used to play basketball right there. Come on down a little bit, Jake. So, like I said, we had, when my Aunt Autry moved in this house right here. I was a lot older, and Freddie Audrey Lindsay lived here. Shout out to Freddie Audrey Lindsay, number 31, North Carolina State football. When they moved in this house, we lived across the street. So when Freddie, Big Freddie, Tanya and Yo-Yo, because Yo-Yo, big shout out to you. You know who I'm talking about. That's all we knew back then. We didn't know you had a real name. But they mom and everything, mad love, respect to all of them. But like I said, when Freddie moved over here, that was an extra head. So that was our boy too. Another brother moved in. And I'll never forget when I was 16 years old, I had got shipped to military school. And then I got the news that that Big Freddie had passed away. So I want to show much respect and love to Big Freddie. R.I.P. to him. And I never forget we used to come over here and play the Sega and get on Tanya and Yo-Yo nerves all the time. That was like, we had to do that on a daily basis. But yeah, that's 843 Willow. Swinging around right here. This is where we moved. When we moved from across the street right here, we moved into this house right here. Full basement, everything right here. This is where it was at right here. Now I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. When we lived in the house right here, 843 Willow, whoever the man was that owned this place, he needed somebody to paint it. Guess who you think he got to paint? Yep, me, Montre Bullitt, and Travis Scott. We in here painting the man house, got paint everywhere downstairs. We black as we was, we were whiter than the mud. We got done painting this man house, messing it up and all that. And then he gonna pay us $50. That was crazy. He gave us $50 for painting the whole bottom of the house. But anyway, and we about got killed because we had paint all over us down there having a paint fight. But anyway, from 843, we move over here to Willow. Continue on Willow right here. Me and my dad, we live downstairs. There's 4 downstairs, bedrooms, bathroom, everything downstairs. And then that's when my aunt moved right here to 844 Willow, right beside of us. And that was my grandma Dot's sister, which is my Aunt Archer. She passed away of cancer some years later. But a lot of memories in this house right here. This is where all the parties used to be. When Erica Pete did the goddamn butterfly, it was right here in this basement. After the Andrews and Century games, we used to have, well, I didn't because I was younger. My sister used to throw parties down here. It'd be 50 people in that basement. It was huge down there. I remember one night when a fight broke out here. How you doing?
I'm good. You don't remember me?
Nuh-uh.
My son used to play football when we was in Carson Staff.
What's your son's name?
Terrell Carson.
Oh, yeah. Y'all doing all right?
Yeah, we good.
How old is he now?
He's 14. He's at Wilmington now.
Oh, wow. Man, I'm old. Yeah, I'm doing a little video. I used to live in this house when I was growing up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but good to see you, though.
You too.
All right, yeah, but, man, a lot of memories, like I said, in here. My cousin Kiosha and them stayed here with us, and Jamal and my aunt, and everybody. It was like one big happy family. Now, I'm going to show y'all something, too. All right, once again, you look in the back here, you see Griffin. All right, it used to be a path. I don't know if it's still back there or not, but I ain't finna go back there. That's how you got to school right there. Every morning, you come out the door, you going through the path, had to jump over the creek. It wasn't no problem with jumping over the creek, as long as it hadn't been raining. Cause if it rained, you still had to about jump over that creek. So you know how many times I jumped in that creek and fell in, and had to come back home and change clothes, come all the way back and walk all around the block just to get to school. Too often. It was crazy. But let me see. Oh yeah, big shout out to, before Miss Adaru left this house, Shanika Bailey and them used to come over here, and Big Bert from Kivett used to be, he was little, man. They used to stay right here too. That's when we lived at 843. So big shout out to Shanika Bailey, the twins. I don't know who they are right now, but I remember when they were born. But that was real cool, and all the people used to be over here. But that was the house though, man. I'm telling you, this was my spot. Then, all right. So now I'm gonna tell y'all. Most of y'all know I was kind of bad when I grew up. So I had an ultimatum one time my dad gave me. He said I had got kicked out of Central, 9th grade. He said, you gonna get a job and pay bills, or you getting out. First of all, I was 14 years old, ain't had no job or no money, so I had to get out. So when I left this house, I moved in this one. So I done went from 843 to right here to right there. Crazy, right? So I ended up living right here with my Aunt Archer. Right over here on the corner house. Let's walk back up here for a minute, Jake. All right. So my room was right here on the corner right here. All right. Now, mind you, remember what I told you? Travis Scott lived right there. So let me. You see the window right here? That was his room. And my room right here. So what we used to do is we had a little flashlight, and we would hit the little flashlight and get each other attention, and we used to sit out there and talk out the window for hours at nighttime. Now, mind you, he supposed to be in the bed at school. I done got kicked out of school, can't go no more. And the way we used to talk back and forth all night long. And I remember my cousin Shannon used to come to the window and tap on it and be like, cuz, get up. So he been up all night, and then he come in there trying to get me to smoke a cigarette, cause he done left Daniel Brooks. And I be like, boy, I ain't about to smoke no cigarette. You crazy? And but yeah, this right here was my second favorite house, because my Aunt Archer, man, that's when we ate steak about every day, steak and potatoes about every day. That's how we ate right here. You know what I'm saying? Just me and her. She babysit kids. My grandma babysit kids. They kept about half the kids at High Point. And I would have to get up and help her with the kids or whatever. But that was it, man. I just hung out with her, went fishing, and ate good, and chilled with my homeboys and all that stuff right here. All right, let's keep moving. Going on down. And these mailboxes on these streets. I'm surprised they got mailboxes on the street right now, because boy, we used to put them in work on the mailbox playing football. We played football all the way up and down this street and tore up plenty of mailboxes. Head first into the mud. All right, right here to the left, this house was actually just sold. This was Miss Walker's house. This right here was David Walker grandma, not Jacob Walker. They wasn't no kin. But David Walker, his mom Miss Walker, and then her mom Miss Walker lived in this house right here, 845 Willow. There was some people that live right here too, but now, I think they were like their cousins or grandchildren or something that came here from out of town or lived with them or something for a little bit. But I don't remember who they were. But yeah, like I said, big shout out to Miss Walker. Y'all, hey, listen, this lady right here was so sweet, but she was mean at the same time. And I think we drove her to be mean, and I'm gonna tell you why. Let me show you something. Matter of fact, they're gonna be stand back right there. Yeah, but right here in this curve right here. Come over here, Drake. Let's get a shot of this curve. This curve right here in this tree. We had more footballs get stuck in this tree. And Miss Walker put up a fence right here. She had a little fence, right? Just in the curve. She didn't have it all the way around. She had it right here in this curve. I guarantee that lady put up about 7 fences. We tore every one of them down. We tried to let them stay there, but we played football in the curve. How many people you know play football in the curve? So from right there to that pole, that's where it went down on football. Mainly, this was the area right here. We don't know why, but it was just fun. And I swear Miss Walker put up about 7 little fences right here. Different ones, chains, wood, everything. Everything but barbed wire. And we probably would have tore that down too. But we would play football and run over it and fall in it. Then we had to climb up the tree, get stuff, knock it out the tree right there. And all that. But a big shout out to David Walker. You look to the left right here. That's why Antoine and Greg, Cynthia, and their parents live there right here. Shout out to them. They was just cool little family. A quick story about Antoine. My grandma used to pick on him all the time. And Antoine everybody know Antoine. Back in the day, he had a Nissan Stanza. It was gold with some little rims on it. And that rascal would be out here washing that car. My grandma say, that poor boy gonna wash the paint off that car. It could be raining outside. A hurricane, tornado, anything, he'd be out here washing that car. But he had, in 7 days, he had to wash that car 14 times. Had to, I promise y'all. But yeah, that's where they lived at. They was a little older than us. That's Travis Scott, cousins and aunts and family, all that right there. But I remember when, so we didn't do a lot of fighting and all that stuff and guns and gangs and all that right here on this street. But I do remember one time I got in a fight with David Walker. And I beat him up. Yeah, David, you know I beat you up. But yeah, I beat David up. And it's funny, because Rashad Burke came around here and found out I beat David up. And then he gonna come around here and slam me. And that rascal way bigger than me, so I let him have that one. You know what I'm saying? But when I see you, I'm gonna bite you, bro. I'm gonna bite you. So you better get ready. I'm gonna bite your arm or something. I still remember that. But yeah, but let me show them this right here too. Get a shot of this curve. Let me show y'all this curve right here. Y'all see this curve? Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all about this curve. This is like the magic curve. When you get on a bike and you come from all the way around that corner, wide open, and you hit that curve right there, but I swear you're gonna go about 4 feet in the air. We loved it, because we always had like little sport bikes. So you come around that corner and hit that little curve and go way up in the air. The only problem was when you landed in this man's yard right here. And he hated that joint. He couldn't stand it. That rascal, I don't even know this man's name. I lived over here for years, never knew his name. But that rascal hated us. So he came up with all kind of ways to fix that curve, and it didn't work. We would come flying around the corner, hit the curve, boom, jumping all through the man's yard. We love the dude, whoever he was. But yeah. Oh, and show them the front yard too, because I want everybody to see where we were playing football at in the street right here. And my sister tagged Antoine so hard that she knocked him down and he slid under the car that was in the front yard. That's how we played around here. But yeah, like I said, man, it wasn't a whole lot of fights and all that stuff around here. Just me and Shannon fought all the time. Cousins now. We fought like we didn't even know each other, because he used to gleek on me all the time and pick on me. But we're gonna keep going. Keep on going down the block. Love this street. Oh yeah, a memory of this street I never in my life forget is when Jacob Walker had passed away, and I came back from Charlotte, and we was at Travis Lemon moved over off Ashburn or somewhere. I don't forgot whatever the name of the street was. And me, Travis, Montre, Freddie, all us got together, and we came over here and played football as grown-ups, like 18, 19 years old, and we came over here and played football, and that was like a big memory for all of us. So, me, I know. But we ran up and down the road like we was little kids again, and remembrance of Jacob passing away or whatever. So, just whatever. Come on. Let's go. I forgot the family lived right here. I think the dude named was Rod. He was a real slim dude named Rod, I think it was. He cool dude. I see him every once in a while. Big shout out to him. And I think his grandma lived right here. We'll play football right here sometime too. That really wasn't too cool. But this is why I'm doing this video too. You see across the street? What you see? Whole lot of nothing, man. Look at this. Everything gone. Everything. Everything gone. How much do they need, yo? What else they need? Rashad Burt used to stay right around that curve right there on the corner on Motley and Barbee Street. There was so many houses right here. Like I said, man, it's all gone. Just crazy. Get a shot of that sign right there, man. Willow Place, Barbee Avenue. That's where it was. Now we're gonna take a trip down Barbee Street. I'm just gonna point because, like I said, everything gone. But big shout out to Auntie Thomas, her family, all them. They lived in a house right here, or wherever it was, right here where it used to be. Like I say, big shout out R.I.P. Craig McDonald, all them, man. That was my uncle, best friend, Craig McDonald. Cool family. Went to school together and stuff. I mean, keep up, pimping. That's just crazy, man. All you remember is gone. That's just wild. Then right here, have my boy Big Gil. Hey, I'm gonna show you. Hey, zoom in on that Beware Dog sign. Y'all see that Beware Dog sign in that tree right there? That sign been up there forever. This dude, we was like 12, 13. This boy had about 10 pit bulls back there. He 13, 14 years old with 10, 15 pit bulls in the backyard. Now mind you, that's my house, 843 on Willow back there, right behind here. My grandma couldn't stand that joint because it stunk like dog back there. But R.I.P. to Big Gil Barber. A lot of respect go to him. That was my boy. Him and his mom and brother and them. But that's where their house was. And it hurt my feelings. It made me sad just looking on this side. Like I said, there was so many houses over here and just stuff, and they just got there and people, the college done took over everything. For what? Like I say, how much room you need? Killing out memories and all that. Over here to the left, you had Bobby and Derek. They live right here, and they mom just come out and hang out with Derek a lot. His brother was way older than us. But yeah, that's where they lived at. Ain't nothing to talk about over here, cause you can't even remember nothing. Everything gone. Then you keep on coming up the road. A big shout out to CSP. Y'all don't know nothing about that. That's Cedar Street Posse, right from on top of 4th Street. All right, Cedar Street and all that little area. Grew up knowing all of them. I'll tell you a story about them too in a minute. We ain't really know the people who live right here, cause if you ain't have no kids, we ain't know you really. Not unless you was on that street. And once again, college done tore that up. Keep on rolling. Keep on walking with me. y'all, boy, my life done came a long way just from Willow and Barbee Street and 4th Street. I definitely want to thank God for that. I ain't think I'd ever make it. All right, right here is where Faye and them, Miss Faye and them lived at. And I'm gonna tell you how I remember Miss Faye. Years ago, it wasn't 102 jams, it was I think 97.1 power 98 or something. She won a call for there. She did some contest and Miss Faye won a call there. That was hot too. To know the person who won the call. That was pretty cool. But if you look to the left, once again, all you see is High Point U, but it used to be Boundary Street right here. It used to be a whole road, go out here to Motloo, and right across the street from that from Motloo was Shay Rory house. Big shout out RIP, much love, respect to Shay Rory. We used to go to her house at night when her mom went home when she was at work and eat and sit on her front porch and just sit there and talk. And me and Trey and them, Montre and them. All right, check this out. I'm gonna show y'all something else. Zoom in the backyard right there. You see that basketball goal back there? This way, bro. See that basketball goal in the backyard? All right, I'm gonna tell y'all a story about that basketball goal. But I'm gonna tell y'all who live right here. Zoom back out. All right, this right here, my boy, Montre Bullet house. Rest in peace, Montre Bullet. This is where he lived at. This was our 2nd, 3rd, 4th home right here. This was where it went down at right here. You see the basketball goal in the back? Guess what? When we were little, for Montre's birthday, me, Trap, DC, Freddie, all of us pitched in, went to Service Merchandise in Greensboro. Mr. Bell took us, and we bought Trey that basketball goal for his birthday. Now, 2 reasons. For one, because it was our boy, and he got it for us. We wanted to get him something for his birthday. And 2, because we tore the other one up, and we knew if we bought him that one, we could play on that one too. It was like ours. So win-win right there. But, like I said, this is where he lived at. We would sit, I'll never forget this either. When Outkast first dropped, and no, was it Mobb Deep? I know it was Mobb Deep and Outkast, I think it was. We would sit right here in the front yard on the back of Lionel Blazer and listen to that joint all day. That's when D'Angelo dropped too. But we used to come here and play ball. Another quick story, it was funny now. I never forget, we used to write our favorite players on our shoes. And I had Stackhouse, Calabria, and Rasheed Wallace on mine, on my black flights. And we was in the backyard one day, me, Jacob, DC, Travis, all of us, Montre, and I dunked on Jacob Walker. And he was mad as crap. So he was playing a one-on-one. And then he turned around and dunked on me. So when he dunked on me, so I don't know what happened. Something ended up happening. Him and Trey played, and then him and Trey got in an argument and about got in a fight. So during the fight, Jacob picked up a shovel, and he was gonna hit Montre in the head with the shovel. It was crazy, yo. But 5 minutes after all that settled down, we were back boys and we played ball and finished the game. But yeah, we was wild, man. We was crazy. But yeah, come on down, man. Right here beside where Trey lived, Jacob ever speed up. Right here is where Tightrope lived at. Yeah, Tightrope. That's my dad's childhood friend. They still best friends to this day. They've been friends since they were like 5, 6, 7 years old. But that's where he lived. Him and his mom live right here. So big shout out to Tightrope, baby. Come on down. Hey, y'all don't pay no mind to what I got on either. I'm just, like I said, I jumped off the couch to come do this. Right here, where Randy LeGrand lived at, my dad and them, childhood friend, family or whatever. Tightrope, and then Randy LeGrand lived right here. Then you had more houses on this side. Right here. You had more houses over here, whatever. Come on down and come on down. And it was this little bad little kid that used to stay right here. He used to throw rocks at people or cars when they come down the street. My dad and them couldn't stand that little rascal. And you could never catch him either because he always ran. So, yeah. But this house right here on the right, that used to be my grandma's house, my grandma Dot's house. And the house actually used to be pink. And that's where my dad and them, I know we was little babies or something. I ain't never remember the house, but I remember when I came back to High Point, when I moved back here when I was like 6 or 7, that's where we went.
I want to be in your video.
Yeah, man.
Hey, yo, Corner Boys ride forever. Born intelligent right here, baby. We real big out here. Yamaha 1000s, boosters, all that. Let's get it poppin'.
But yeah, like I said, that used to be my grandma Dot's house right there. It used to be pink, and then right across the street, right here was Dominique. You had Dominique, you had Melody, Stacy, Jada. All of them used to be right there. Jada and Stacy didn't live there, but Lord, they used to be there all the time. And we used to be at their house all the time too. Shout out to Stacy and all them good people. All right, you come on down. This right here was Miss Kraft's house. That's where Miss Kraft used to live at. If I ain't mistaken, I think Miss Kraft just passed away recently too, so R.I.P. to Miss Kraft. And then right across here was where Marcus Flake and then grew up, and they used to stay here or whatever. Pastor Marcus Flake, he and his Marcus Flake dad and all them. And my grandma used to babysit Marcus when he was a little baby. So she had to basically kick him out of the house because he would never go home. But yeah, then you come on down here, and after Miss Flake's house, wasn't really too many people we really dealt with on this side. Or after that, anyway down here. Keep on going. You see, once again, that the city, that High Point University took over everything over here. Well, I can say it was some people that live right here too, but I didn't really know them like that. But we see them every once in a while. They had some little girls, whatever. Let's see here. All right, y'all remember what I told y'all? I wrote a story about a week or so ago about when I moved from Springfield, and then Jacob moved. When I moved from Springfield, I moved to 843 Willow. Then that's when I found out that Jacob then was moving. Right here, which used to be a street, but ain't no more, is where Jacob Walker moved at. It was a house here, and then another house, and then they moved. He lived in a third house right here on the left, which was Willow Bar Terrace, and that's where they moved at. Like I said, R.I.P. to Jacob. Big shout out to Miss Walker and Ashita. But yeah, that's where they lived at right here. And you go on down Willow Bar, you had once you cross over Motley, you had Nick Jackson. Yeah, I ain't gonna get all into that, but you had Nick Jackson. Then you go on down, you had Adrian Wilson house was on the right hand side. Big shout out to Adrian Wilson on NFL retirement. Love it, boy. Good job. Come on down this way. Oh yeah, big shout out to Tasha Robbins and Darius Robbins too, because they live on the other side of Willow Bar too. So big shout out to both of y'all. Then you come on down. This right here gonna be my last house I'm gonna talk about right here. This right here is 800 Barbee. This is where it first started. Right here. This right here where it first started at 800 Barbee Street. When I first moved to High Point, I think I was like 6 or 7 years old, and we lived on Grave Street. So in the morning time, my dad would bring us to my Aunt Archer's house, which is right here. The same, my grandma Dot's sister, the one I showed y'all that I ended up living with when I was 14. She lived right here in this house right here. 800 Barbee. Be houses all the way down here too. She had a friend that lived across the street. Antoine Marbury, I think his grandma lived right up here in that house right there. And Devon lived up there too. But yeah, this crib right here, this is a hot crib. But let me tell you something about this house. My Aunt Archer, right? She'll get you to come over to her crib, just wipe her furniture down, she'll give you $10. Everybody wanted to come to her house, but she was mean as crap. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy. So now.
Tom, what's up?
Alright, so now, right here, this right here was it. Peace out.
That's it? Oh, never mind, it's still going. It's on 40 though. Bro.
It go far longer than that.
Oh,
man,
my
my
bad.
cameraman that told me it was over. He counting down on me, man. What's wrong
Sorry.
with you? But quick story about this house. One day, these little kids out here, they ain't like them. So out there, I put the little pie pans. I took scoot over, man. So I took some dirt and put it in a pie pan and smacked the girl in the face with it. And then I kicked her brother down in the dirt. So when I did that, my aunt came out the house and chased me around. Back then, you know, you little, you went around no shirt on, shoes, no nothing. But she came out here and chased me around the yard and beat the goddamn brakes off me. Right here in this grass here now. I can't believe that, but it used to be nothing but dirt. But come on down, we got to wrap this up. Nephew got there and got me. He's a cameraman. Come on. Yeah. Come on down. All this looks bad over here now. But now we're gonna talk about this right quick. All right, down here you had 4th Street Hill. Everybody in the High Point know about 4th Street. All right. You come down 4th Street, you got the big dip right there. All right. So that was it, man. You had on the right side of there, that's where Carl Chavis YMC used to be before they moved it out to Carl Chavis out by Springfield. Now it's Pastor Ellaby Church. Big shout out to Pastor Ellaby. And on the left side was St. Paul Presbyterian Church, where we used to go to church at. What up, boss? So shout out to Reverend Freeman and Miss Freeman. One of the best churches to go to when you grew up. But yeah, this is it. We done walked around Willow Place, 4th Street, Willow Place, Barbee. That's it. It's a wrap.